25. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
First carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. On
2nd down, Mostert. And And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 39, Garoppolo. And that's incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Get it! It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now Mostert. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Come on, come on, boys. 55, 55. Listen, boys on the ball. Switch gears, switch gears. Play like a minute.
To throw is Garoppolo. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. He's back.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, it's Bell. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Nick Bosa on the stop. It's a gain of 3. And this is third down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. A screen to Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Mahomes now on first down. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Being chased out left. He'll fire this deep for I. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
19 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Still 15 yards to go, second down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check.
shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Buying time to his left. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with a touchdown pass to Sammy Watkins. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Chiefs 14, 49ers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From the 31, Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 35 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. You're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one.
And give him credit. He deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now, as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Might as well just go home.
First and 10. Here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Kansas City.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Third and 8.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Open man is Ayuk, complete. 21 yards there. Big play on fourth down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No game. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And 5 at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll run with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo dancing to his left. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is Mostert. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 56.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. 3rd down here.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. The pass rush specialist, Dee Ford, in on the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
On 1st down, Mahomes. A screen to Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to... Now Mahomes got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. Great solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
65, 65. 53 we want this. Jump.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 36, Garoppolo. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Niners 27, Chiefs 14. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
First down, Kansas City.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Completes it to Hardman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Come on, season's on the brink. This is not the end.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
56, 56, check 56. Switch out.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
Third down, here comes Mostert. And some room to work. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. To throw is Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that will just about put a capper on this game. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And he's going to keep it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
What you mean? They can't get none of this.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Covered by Richard Sherman.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. One final try from Mahomes. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.